And today we're going to tackle one of the simplest and most effective ways of immediately starting to increase your sales in your business, implementing a sales pipeline. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Marketing Wizard's Inner Circle. My name is Michael Bridgman, and today we're going to tackle one of the simplest and most effective ways of immediately starting to increase your sales in your business, implementing a sales pipeline. So what is a sales pipeline? A sales pipeline is essentially a series of steps that you and your team organize, or you organize, that a client goes through with your sales and prospecting team. It's a series of stages. Now, a lot of the time you can see this drawn out in a line this way or in a vertical this way, and they're essentially step one, maybe lead, step two, nurture, step three, book a call, step four, make an offer, step five, close the deal, step six, yes or no. It's a series of stages, okay? So what I like to do with a team or with my clients is that I find out what is their sales process. And then one of the fastest things that we can do to help them implement a more effective sales process is going through each stage and organizing them, putting in the systems, putting in the structure, putting in the step-by-step elements. When my mentor taught me how to do this and showed me how to structure my brick and mortar company, how to structure my consulting company and organize these things, the actual difference was dramatic. So I want to introduce you to Cindy. Cindy has a clothing company, and Cindy was doing about $250,000 in revenue, and she was getting about an average increase of about 10% year over year annual increase in her business the last few years. It obviously gone from zero to something, and then it kind of plateaued out to about a 10% annual increase. You've probably experienced something similar yourself. So she was doing this. Now, what happened is Cindy implemented a sales pipeline, a sales process and structure for her sales team so that they could sell better tailored clothing. In her first annual year, it increased by 23% instead of 10%. 23% instead of 10%. Think about the compounding effect of that year over year. So she went from $250,000 in sales to $307,000 in sales in one calendar year. That's a $57,000 improvement. 23% in just one calendar year. And what happened was the following year, she did the same thing. So here we are. Now she's at $307,000 or so in revenue. She increased. Now, what's cool about Cindy is that she was really good. She looked at her sales system, and she continued over the course of the year to make little adjustments and little improvements. And I was like, okay, here's where I see a spot that we could improve. Let's improve here, because a sales process gives you the chance to look at your metrics, your stats. How often are we closing clients? How often are we converting leads into booked phone calls, or in her case, leads into fittings? How often are these things happening? And so when we started to go through all this, she was looking at these metrics and discovering, we can improve these areas, implementing some ideas, seeing if those work, seeing if they improve things. Slowly but surely, we started to see some significant improvements. And we went from 23% in year two to an increase of 26%. Now, remember, if we go back, she was improving her business growth by about 10% annually. So now she's at 26%. That is 2.5 times what she was getting before. So then her next year of business, I've got the number here, it was just under $390,000 in revenue. $250,000, and 2 years later, $390,000. Now, you guys might not, but that may be a big number to you. That may be a small number to you. It doesn't matter, okay? The concept is what's important. So implementing this system, and we're not done year three, so we'll see where that goes. But implementing a sales process, a sales pipeline, as we like to term it, she was able to create consistency in the way that her communication with her clients was moving. She was able to see metrics on who was doing what was effective, how many leads were converting into fittings, fittings were converting into sales, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Whatever she used for her metrics, she was able to look at those things and then make logical, really creative and effective solutions for the different challenges that her clients were hitting along the pathway to results. And the change in her business has been tremendous, right? Just huge. Can you imagine what starts to happen in your company when you have a really systematic and structured, organized sales process that really guides the client and your sales team step one, step two, or stage one, stage two, stage three, over and over again, rhythmically, you start to get some really cool things. So if you're thinking about doing this, these are the big, huge benefits. Obviously, there can be a dramatic revenue increase. In fact, I was just reading a study not that long ago by Harvard Business Review that said the average company improves their growth by 15% by implementing sales pipelines or sales systems. Because a lot of salespeople, they show up and they're just haphazard. Monday, they're great. Tuesday, they stink. Wednesday, they're not following the rules. Thursday, they're bang on it. There's an inconsistency to it. And part of that inconsistency is that us as entrepreneurs and as business owners, we haven't given them a real good structure, a real good rhythmic way and a set of systems in which to follow based on the stage that the client is at. So that's what a sales process and a sales pipeline. So here are 7 things, okay? 7 key things that a sales pipeline does for you. Clear path from prospect to deliverables. I like to include deliverables in the sales pipeline. So from prospect to deliverables for both your client and your team. Number 2, metrics, information, stats on what's happening at each stage of that pipeline so that you can improve it. Number 3, it gives you some predictability and some consistency in the way your company is operating. Number 4, it improves the lead quality. Now you might say, how does it improve lead quality? Because a client going through a system trusts you more. They believe in you more. They feel like they're in the right hands, right? I'm sure you've experienced that yourself. When a salesperson or a sales team has a really structured way, it's a systematic way, all their forms are organized, they're leading you and they're guiding you systematically and simply step by step rather than overwhelming you, you feel confident, don't you? You feel like you can trust them. So that's what this does. Plus, when they're going through a structured series of questions and interactions with your sales team, by the time they get to the buying portion, the yes or no stage, they're far more qualified to make the choice that you want them to make. Far more qualified, right? I hope that makes sense. Okay. So the other thing that it does is it improves lifetime value of a client dramatically for the same reasons that it improves quality, leads, right? You're a more professional sales team. You're more structured and organized. You solicit or elicit, I should say, confidence and competence in your prospect. But ultimately, when they feel that way, they're also going to be far more likely to buy the next thing that you want to offer, to buy the next outfit, if you're Cindy, to buy the next set of shoes, to buy the next product in your information, in your coaching company, or your next service, if you're a marketing agency like myself. They're far more likely to buy that next thing when they feel confident and they feel that you are competent and great at what you do. And a sales process gives you some frameworks to really, really excel in. Okay? The other thing is it gives you some really phenomenal insight into your team's performance, where you can improve it, who's really good at different stages. It's not surprising sometimes to see that a customer service team that says you're one rep and you guide a client all the way through the process sometimes isn't as effective as going, here are my initial contact representatives, here are my consultants or salespeople, and here are my closers, right? Like, there's a way of structuring that. And sometimes one person is not ideal for every situation. And so you can get insight into your team's performance, who's good at what, by using a sales pipeline. And the last and final thing is that it ultimately brings a better customer experience. It improves the overall customer experience for your client by having a structured and systematic way of pulling them through a sales pipeline. Now, that's a lot of information. Okay. So if you want to find out some more and take a little more time understanding how to structure this for your own company, how to put these things in place, then I encourage you, join our Marketing Wizards Inner Circle Facebook group. It's totally free. You can log into Facebook. There'll be a link in the description below. Plus, you can check us out on Facebook. Just type into the search bar Marketing Wizards Inner Circle. Our group will pop up. We're a community of small business owners helping small business owners thrive. And if you want to join us, I would really encourage you to. So there you go, my friends. This is sales pipelines and the power of what they can do for your company. So you can be just like Cindy. You can increase dramatically what your results are by putting these probably simple and structured elements and systems into place for your company. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you got great value out of today. I have been Michael Bridgman. You have been awesome. This is the Marketing Wizards Inner Circle. I just want to say ciao for now. Bye-bye.